Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today to celebrate the achievements of the students from Florida State College at Jacksonville. Before the official program begins, we have a few announcements to make. First, we ask that you please turn off all cell phones or place them on silent. Second, in the event of an emergency, leave through your nearest exit. Please note that this may not be the same way that you entered. Also, please remain seated until the completion of the ceremony to limit distractions. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce you to the 2016-17 graduating class of Florida State College at Jacksonville. remain standing for the 2016-17 Florida State College at Jacksonville faculty and distinguished platform guests, followed immediately by our national anthem.
They'll say, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Just already standing.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the
You may be seated. Well, good afternoon, everyone. What an exciting, electric afternoon this is. Can you all feel the energy in this room? Yeah. I'm Dr. Cynthia Biotto, president of Florida State College at Jacksonville, and I want to thank you for joining us to celebrate this most joyous and wonderful occasion. I wish to first extend my appreciation to Dr. Paul Weichel and FSCJ's Symphonic Band for the instrumental music we all walked in with, and Dr. Timothy Workman and our men's quartet for performing such a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Well, this is really a momentous day because we are celebrating the college's 50th commencement and the 52nd year of educational excellence and student success. Yes, this year more than 7,000 students will graduate from FSCJ with their degree or certificate. You! You, our graduates, should feel such pride for this tremendous achievement. It's through your resilience, your perseverance, your dedication, your hard work, and your willingness to be all that you could be that you are here today. And I thank you for allowing us to honor you in this special moment. Now, I'm not the only one that's here to honor you. There is an entire platform of very special guests that I would like to take just a moment to introduce, because they also believe so deeply in the importance of education and want to celebrate your achievement. Now, as I introduce each one, I ask that they stand and remain standing until all introductions have been completed. And if you, our audience, would please hold the applause until we've completed all the introductions. It will allow you to hear everyone's name. Let me begin with Mr. Thomas McGee, Jr., Vice Chairman of our FSCJ Board of Trustees. Dr. John Wall, our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. John Woodward, President of our FSCJ Faculty Senate. Ms. Liz Medina, FSCJ Kent Campus Student Government Association President. Mr. Mike Schneider, co-founder and chief executive officer of The Loop, who will be receiving our Distinguished Alumni Award. Mr. Jeff Edwards, chairman of the FSCJ Foundation. Ms. Jana Coy, vice president for FSCJ Online and Workforce Education. Ms. Latasha Fullwood, FSCJ Board of Trustees. Dr. Ian Newhart, executive chair for the School of Liberal Arts, Communication, and Education. Dr. Sandy Robinson, our executive chair for the School of Social, Behavioral, and Health Sciences. Dr. Cedric Gibson, executive chair for the School of Business, Professional Studies, and Public Safety. Dr. Carrie Henderson, acting vice president for Institutional Effectiveness. Ms. Candace Holloway, Nassau County Vice Chair of our FSCJ Board of Trustees. Mr. Al Little, Vice President of Business Services. Dr. Marie Nagy, Executive Chair for the School of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Dr. Chris Holland, Vice President of Student Services. Ms. Karen Bowling, FSCJ Board of Trustees. And retired Professor Steve Piscatelli, our keynote speaker. Please join me in a round of applause. You may be seated. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge FSCJ's outstanding faculty led by our Senate President, Dr. John Woodward, and the many staff for your dedicated service and commitment. Your contributions create the environments and opportunities that allow exceptional learning and enrichment to take root in our students' lives. I have no doubt that this institution would not be what it is today without your dedication. And I thank you and ask you to stand right now so that our students may also thank you. And finally, to our graduating class of 2017, you, our students, congratulations. I'm so sorry you're not excited about this moment. I mean, it's really thrilling. At the end of any pursuit, whether it be intellectual or physical, to see how far you've come, it's important to pause for a moment and reflect upon where you began. Today, I challenge you to think back to the very moment in time when you took that first step by applying to FSCJ. Were you nearing the end of high school and knew that beginning your college career at FSCJ would offer the preparation and training necessary to find a career? Or did you feel the urging to advance your opportunities in a career you already had for many years and wanted to begin something new? Or perhaps you even thought you would never be able to achieve something greater, but yearned for more. And through this great kind of ambition and sacrifice, resolved to take the reins on your life by seeking a higher education. As you were standing in line to process into this grand hall, I was talking to two students. One student who said, "It took me 6 years to get here, and I made it." And the young woman right behind him said, "And it took me 11 years to get here, and I made it." We salute all of you, no matter how long it took, you made it. I recently learned of the incredible story of one of our graduates here today who did all of these things and more. This graduate is a young man named Mohammed Jallo, and he came to the United States when he was only 13 years old as a refugee from Africa. When Mr. Jallo arrived, he had no money, no family, no documentation, and he didn't speak English. Through his own resolve, he began working at restaurants to earn just enough to help him get by. He later found himself in a job where he was making decent money, but learned that staff reductions were looming and made the decision to enroll in FSCJ for a proper education that he knew would give him the opportunity for stability and a gainful wage that he had been looking for all his life. He began at FSCJ in the class called English Speakers of Other Languages, or ESOL. He worked his way out of ESOL classes to earning an Associate in Arts degree. That was in 2013. Today, he will walk across this stage to accept his Bachelor of Applied Science in Computer Systems, Networking, and Telecommunications. What an incredible example of discipline. Mr. Jallo, where are you? Would you stand for just a moment? We salute you because you are the embodiment of what FSCJ is here for. One of the attributes of our college that I am most proud of is our widely deserved population. Aside from the educational opportunities a college education provides, it's often the personal interactions that help us shape who we become as people as we graduate. This is a beautiful thing about higher education. We are afforded the opportunity to engage, cooperate, work alongside, even learn how to collaborate with people who are different from us, who think differently, who come from various life experiences very different from ours, each bringing unique personalities, opinions, and skills into the conversations. As I look across this broad room, I see the proud faces of family, friends, mentors, educators, coaches, colleagues who have helped you accomplish your goals and stood by you along the way. To you, the supporters, I would like to personally express my deepest gratitude. Many times, those who are standing on the sidelines of our own lives are the ones that are making sacrifices as well, that allow us to finish our education, to be in the game. To the parent who works a second or even a third job to help your student achieve their dreams, or the spouse that keeps the home and family operational, the friend who provides transportation, the mentor who provides guidance and a listening ear. Thank you. I am confident that many of you have given of yourselves in ways that we may never fully realize. But it's my hope that as you view your special student walk across this stage today, that is a symbol of gratitude that they share with you. And to you, our graduates, you were each handed a card of gratitude as you came in. Think about one person who made a difference in your time here at FSCJ, whether it was that person was in the college or in your life outside of the college. Before day's end, would you write a small note of gratitude and give them that card? Thank you. Today's honorees join a network of more than 132,000 Florida State College at Jacksonville alumni who have gone on to do remarkable things that impact not only those in our community, but also throughout the state, the nation, and at times even the world. I am honored to serve as your president and am humbled when I ponder the incredible legacy you, our FSCJ alum, will leave wherever your paths may lead. May you follow in the footsteps of those alum who have gone before, taking pride in this institution, representing its core values in all that you do, and ensuring its continued success as a vital resource to this community. At this time, I invite Mr. Jeff Edwards, Chairman of FSCJ's Foundation Board, to join me in presenting our Distinguished Alumni Award.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all the graduates today. I am Jeff Edwards, Chair of the FSCJ Foundation Board of Directors and CFO of Beaver Street Fisheries. On behalf of the board and FSCJ's alumni, I am honored to present this year's Distinguished Alumni Award. This award is given annually to an FSCJ alum who has distinguished him or herself through their esteemed accomplishments in their respective professions, have given greatly to the vitality of our community, and have exemplified themselves through the outstanding support and representation of FSCJ. This year, we are proud to present the Distinguished Alumni Award to Mr. Mike Schneider, co-founder and Chief Executive Officer of the Loop Pizza Grill. Like many of our alum who attended college when it was FCJ or FCCJ, Mike received an associate in arts degree from the college en route to attaining his bachelor's degree, a degree in television and motion picture production from Florida State University. Mike believes FSCJ serves a critical need as an affordable college that directly translates into careers and jobs. He describes his days attending what was then Florida Junior College as a testament to how much a college education can influence students' lives and careers. That influence has led to Mike's ownership of 16 Loop Pizza Grills in 2 states and his strong commitment to FSCJ. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Mr. Mike Schneider, this year's recipient of the FSCJ Distinguished Alumni Award.
It's now my great pleasure and delight to ask our Faculty Senate President, Dr. John Woodward, to introduce our student speaker. Dr. Woodward?
Thank you, Dr. Biotto. On behalf of the faculty, I want to thank you for your dedication and tremendous leadership. I would also like to personally congratulate all of our graduates on your extraordinary accomplishments. You're awesome. The faculty share in your joy and pride on this momentous day, and we also respect the dedication you all have shown to reach this goal. It's my honor to introduce to you one of our student leaders, Liz Medina. Miss Medina has been a student at Florida State College at Jacksonville since the fall of 2015 and is graduating with her Associate in Arts. She is the Kent Campus Student Government Association President and has a keen interest in advocating for diversity and equality throughout our college. In the future, she plans to pursue a bachelor's degree in biochemistry to help her come closer to achieving her dream of one day becoming an anesthesiologist. Without further ado, please welcome Liz Medina.
Hello, everyone. Today I would like to share with you a story about a girl who came from Haiti, a place where government corruption and danger at every turn was the norm. Her father came to America in 2003 to escape the political crisis that befell her country. And 3 years later, he sent for the girl and her mother. Her dad came to America to escape from the political crisis and to give his daughter the chance to live the American dream. That girl is me, Liz Medina, and this is my story. I came to America when I was in the 4th grade. As a new immigrant to this country, I experienced obstacles that many of my classmates did not. I was often bullied because I didn't speak English and didn't dress like the other kids in my school. During my middle and high school years, I had serious health complications that would cause me to fall into unconsciousness, but I couldn't go to the hospital or seek other medical treatments because my family did not have any health insurance. So my mom tried her best to treat the issues using Haitian remedies like teas and foods. After about 6 years of this, my dad received his citizenship and we were finally able to get Medicaid, and I received the treatment that I needed to get better. Now, I don't want anyone feeling bad for me because I consider myself lucky. There are a lot of other immigrants out there that didn't have the happy ending that my family did. My past doesn't define me, but it did lead me to where I am today. In the fall of 2015, I became a full-time student at FSCJ, having already earned 15 credit hours while being a dual-enrolled student at Englewood High School. Since then, I've been elected as the Kent Campus SGA president. I've advocated for my peers when meeting college administrators. I've met with legislators in Tallahassee regarding issues affecting college students today. And I have spoken to our local media about the FSCJ Promise and the good it will do for our community. Perhaps when you first started college, you felt like you wouldn't make it this far. Now that my time at FSCJ is near its end, I have no regrets deciding to come here. FSCJ has provided me with countless opportunities that I may not have been able to receive elsewhere. As the American entrepreneur Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards." Reflecting back to when I first arrived in the country, being bullied by my classmates, to seeing to where I am now, I am very proud of my accomplishments. And I will graduate with my AA degree at 19. Like many immigrants in this country, my parents made sacrifices for me to be here, and I do not want to waste them. Everyone in here has their own unique story. You have all overcome challenges and made sacrifices to be here today. I feel proud. I feel proud to be gathered here with you as we begin the next phase of our individual journeys. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, we may all have come in different ships, but we're all in the same boat now. I believe that the boat that Dr. King is referring to relates to all of us as we set sail for success. In Haiti, when someone is about to embark on a journey, we say bonne journée, which means have a good journey in Creole. Let me say this to you all now. Bonne journée. Congratulations, my fellow graduates.
Beautiful job, Liz. Beautiful job. You did a great job. Liz, you have reminded us of the heart and soul of education. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, it is my great honor to introduce our keynote speaker, retired Professor Steve Piscatelli. I bet many of you in the audience have had him as a professor. Now, Steve is author, educator, optimist, and friend of FSCJ. Steve is a champion for personal growth and resilience. Steve brings a highly personal and enlightening outlook on where each of you stand today because he's most likely contributed to your success in some way. He began his teaching career here at FSCJ and continued until his retirement in 2015. His contributions to this college go far and beyond the classroom, and we are proud to welcome him here to share his personal anecdotes, his thoughts, maybe even a provoking point or two that I believe will be an inspiration to us all. Please join me in welcoming Steve Piscatelli.
I'm thinking the keynote has just been given. That was a wonderful presentation by your students. And thank you, Dr. Biotto, for allowing me to be here today and your team for making it possible. I want to say a special hello and thank you to the faculty who had years the opportunity to work with, collaborate with, and establish friendships. And in a large part, I'm here because of them today. So thank you very much. And I was given 2 instructions today, and I don't like the platform, so I'm coming down to talk with you. I was given 2 instructions. be inspirational, and keep it short. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm the only thing between you and your degree, so I know this is not good. Whoop, there we go. Is it working? So we will keep it brief. Thinking of what to say, especially inspirational. You have inspiration around this entire arena. I'd like you to think of your family, your friends. I'd like you to think of your employers, your ministers, your neighbors, the store owner down the street. Those are the inspirations. Never forget their stories. You folks remind me of my students who inspired me every single day I walked in the classroom. No exaggeration. Never forget your story, ever, because you're going to be the inspiration to somebody, many somebodies along the way. What I would like to do today is to focus on aspects of your life. Your rainbows, your relationships, and your resilience. When we talk about inspiration, I want you to do one thing right now. Now, Dr. Biotto mentioned the gratitude card you got. That's phenomenal. I'd like you to look at that section there where the faculty are, and I'd like you to think right now, that one faculty member, that one professor, and I know there were many, but the one who made a difference, and maybe even is the reason you walk here today. It could have been the math professor who made things like the quadratic equation understandable. Or it could have been an English or reading professor who, for the first time in your schooling, allowed you to see the meaning in some beautiful literature. A writing instructor who helped voice. And don't forget the history professor who could show you how what looked like dry events from the past had connection and relevance to the uncertain times of the present. If you haven't done so already, send them an email, leave a voicemail, write them a card. Let's talk about your rainbows. Those are your dreams, your goals, your journey. Now, you heard the student speaker, Liz, speak about connecting the dots. I'm going to encourage you to think about the dots you're collecting and why you are collecting those dots. I want you to think about your experiences and why you have those particular experiences. And as you move out into the workplace with multiple generational attitudes and differing perspectives about people, place, purpose, the key question, how will you stay relevant? How will you continue to develop experiences? You have had thousands of experiences to this point in your life. You're going to have thousands more. Ask yourself, what is the point of those experiences, and how will I continue to add to those experiences? And what difference do they make in your life? How do they help you stay resilient? On Monday, I get the opportunity to fly to Toronto, and I'm going to work with an audience of corporate managers about goal achievement. Now, these people know how to set goals. They're corporate managers. What they want to talk about is how to make sure goals connect with not just the organizational bottom line, but with their personal growth and their employees' personal growth. Each dot, each moment, each day, you create your reality. What's the reality going to be? I'm going to give you a little story about two baseball players. That's the 1950s. Casey Stengel is managing the great New York Yankees. He looks out into the field, and as the story goes, he points over there and he says, "You see that player over there? He's 20 years old, and in 10 years, he's going to be an all-star." He said, "And you see that player over there? He's also 20 years old, and in 10 years, he's going to be 30. What makes the difference? It's the dots we collect, but the dots we connect and the difference they make. So as you're moving forward, think about creating your reality one day at a time, and who are you going to take on your journey? Now, when we talk relationships, let's talk extremes. You can have hundreds and hundreds of people, friends, who agree with everything you say. Doesn't necessarily lead to growth. What it does do, those echoes create an echo chamber of self-congratulations, narrow framing, and confirmation bias. Do you surround yourself with people who say what you want to hear or say what you need to hear when it comes to growth? And I encourage you to surround yourself with those people who will say what you need to hear. Monday, I got into my car, turned the key, nothing. Dead battery. Now, I could have had 15 people sit in that car and say, gee, Steve, nice car, great seat, feels good, beautiful wax job, great tires. Sounds good. The system didn't work. I had to get somebody to fix the system. Your relationships are good for that. But your relationships need to connect to your core values. The other side of the spectrum, will you allow people into your head and into your heart who you would never invite into your home? Haters are going to hate. You know that. They're going to hate. They're going to distract you from where you need to go and your core values. So will you follow their core values, or will you follow your core values? That's part of what you need to ask every day. And when it comes to relationships, you have to ask yourself, what is your part in the relationship? Will you be the blessing you want people to give to you? Will you be the blessing you want to see in your community? Rabbi Kushner, in a great book, Living a Life That Matters, says we all carry at least one piece to someone else's puzzle. Maya Angelou, be a rainbow in somebody's cloud. When I spoke at Sitting Bull College on Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota, I kept hearing two words in the Dakota language over and over again. Translate it, we are all related. How do we stay connected? Tony Shea from Zappos will tell you, you got to maximize your collisions to accelerate your serendipity. That is, you maximize the opportunities to meet people who bring you places you never thought possible. But you got to stay open to it. And then the last thing I'd ask you to consider is, how will you take care of yourself? Your resilience, the ability to bounce back, your well-being. You are resilient. You've fallen many times and gotten up, and you keep coming back. But be mindful of your well-being. Make sure the stories you tell yourself about exercise, sleep, diet, mindful practices are what you actually live. Sheryl Sandberg tells us if you want to change tomorrow, you have to build resilience today. Do it. I had a single mom tell me one time she couldn't bother taking care of herself because she had a family to take care of. Well, while the commitment to a non-negotiable such as family care is admirable, she missed something. Who takes care of the family if she ends up in the hospital or worse? Folks, you can't help anybody unless you help yourself. You've got to stay healthy. Your body is the only thing that's going to get you to your rainbows. Why would you not take care of it emotionally, physically, intellectually, and spiritually? You got to do that. And along the way, you're going to have to stop, hit the reset button, and readjust your journey. Make sure that self-care is a part of your rainbows. I'm going to finish with a quote and a question. The quote comes from R.D. Laing. The range of what we think and do is limited by what we fail to notice. And because we fail to notice what we fail to notice, there's little we can do to change until we notice how failing to notice affects our thoughts and our deeds. So graduates, what will you do to notice and shape how you will choose well, live well, and be well? I thank you for allowing me to be with you today and for you being a blessing in my life. Best wishes.
All right, I mean, talk about great faculty. Even when they retire, they're amazing. One more round of applause for Professor Steve Piscatelli. Now, as we get to the moment where we are granting and awarding the degrees, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge an especially prestigious group of students who are graduating with the honors designation. The commitment required to achieve such a feat is quite remarkable, and I commend your accomplishment. Would all of the students wearing an honors cord please rise for a round of applause? Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, Dr. John Wall, our Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, will come to the podium to present the 2017 graduating class. Dr. Wall?
Thank you, Dr. Biotto. Graduates and candidates, please stand. Dr. Biotto, the faculty has affirmed that these members of the 2016-2017 class have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective baccalaureate and associate programs. I hereby recommend these students for their degree.
Graduates, upon recommendation of the faculty, and by the power vested in me by the state of Florida and the District Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree and the associate degree with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. You may now be seated. Trustees, our esteemed trustees, will you please assist me with the presentation of diplomas for our graduates?
To our family, friends, and guests of our graduates, today is a joyful occasion, and I would hate for your individual enthusiasm for your graduate to take away from the honor of the next graduate who wants to hear their name called. So with that, I would ask that you remain seated and as quiet as possible as we read each name so that we can individually recognize each student. We will now recognize the Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduates.
Elisa Golden.
Nelson Vaz.
Terry Corker.
Nicole McCord.
I can't get any closer.
Caleb Anderson. Constance McFadden.
Alma Hopkins. Sandra Westcott.
Joyce Jones.
Ramona Federico.
Andrew Nolan.
Heather Naus.
Emilio Vizcaino.
Ebony Campbell West.
Caitlin Brown.
Tasha Williams.
Demarius Dart.
Vontria Palmer.
Justin Crowley.
Taylor Hogan.
Joya Webster.
Tammy Beiser.
Viola Megan.
Lavon Hurley.
Ella Denise Connor.
Heather Stewart.
Kelly Keller.
Natasha Glenn.
Jasmine Pons.
Anita Rebon.
Dylan Watkins.
Christopher Skinner.
Christopher Traylor.
Evan Cook.
Justin Guidry.
Allison Fielding.
Alexander King.
Stephanie LaRosa and Cheeseborough.
Donielle Connor.
Deborah Jackson.
Jamethia Johnson.
Brian Williams.
Elizabeth Christine Dalton.
Dante Walker.
Cheryl Lewis.
Katie Smith.
Thomas Beeler.
Joshua Smith.
Matthew Williamson.
Natasha Gwizdak.
Jamie Aspinall.
Ruben Matthews.
Rachel Carrizales.
Melissa Salas.
Kimmy Walker.
Brandon Rossman.
Latifa Abdullah.
Shelley Merritt Dietz.
Tamer El Madawi.
Jennifer Elich.
Thomas Dalton.
Aaron Steichen.
Edward Nepravishta.
Leanne Walker.
Noland Mitchell.
Kevin Barlow.
Angelina Noel.
Noya Suggs.
Van Fawn.
Daniel Green.
Tiara Scurry.
Robin Diaz.
Brittany Lawhorn.
Stephen Watts.
Lauren Plum.
Jacqueline Olin.
Stephanie Civello.
Dorothy Callahan.
Dana Capehart.
Jeremiah Jones.
Rudy Leonard.
Wendy Dunn.
Roslyn Rochelle Williams.
Alan Dunn.
Keishia Robertson.
Grant Carson.
Catherine Butler.
Elisa Fiandaca.
Jessica Morrill.
Charles Ramdial.
Brittany Thomas.
Alexa Phillips.
Jill Leewald.
Stephen Byer.
Hannah Norman.
Alexis Garcia Sheets.
Heather McKinley.
Ashleah Jones.
Angelica Chevalier.
Michael Morgan.
Sade Screws.
Kayla Oberfall.
Anthony Harris.
Jessica Yeomans.
Ryan Dunn.
Donald Lang.
Jennifer Denton.
Letitia Breland.
Jamie Stewart.
Chanel Bryant.
Tanya Layden.
Rashika Outing.
Elizabeth Renninger.
Christelle Baptiste.
Christopher Wilson.
Tyler Townsend.
Richard Cribb.
Christina Santiago.
Dorian Jackson.
Angela Hall.
Heather Taylor.
Charletta Marie Riles.
Danielle Turpin.
Samantha Susher.
Matthew Cecil.
Stella Fiku. Colleen Taylor.
Sadie Sugrim.
Lisa Williams.
Tiffany Herndon.
Joanna Reed.
Richard Tuckett.
Kaylin Davis.
Lonell Maurice McCall.
Taylor Moise.
Patrick Diekman.
Angelina Chambers.
Brianna Monica Nicole Jones.
Olin Hares.
Caitlin Harlow.
Gabrielle Fijardo.
Deanna Boston.
Shantae Owens.
Stevie Huffman.
Melissa Williams.
Joan Thompson.
Erica Harvey.
Vincent Bonner.
Felicia Roschmeyer.
James Potter.
Quanisha Simmons.
Lene Schmunk.
Latonia Robinson.
David Schropp.
Trishonda Bentley. Jessica Delgado.
Timquana Kelly.
Brian Goody.
Selena Alston.
Victoria Feist.
Trisha Jones.
Lachey Battle.
Dion Coburn.
David McNally. Tiffany Morris.
Lorian Green.
Leslie Zambrono.
Diamond Gilliams.
Thomas Pofall.
Nathan Stroh.
Jose Torres.
Aaron Murdoch.
Lourdes Kiki Dakis.
Lynn Dollekamp.
Tamara Meyer.
Sophie Valad Uzan.
Maria Harris.
Judith Latronico.
Dana Hagan.
Kayla McKeldin.
Angela McKell.
Rachel Strickland.
Hannah Warren.
Brianni Julin.
Amanda Eisler.
Amber Wells.
Derek Schwab.
Shelby Danielle DeHaven.
Cedric Brooks.
Monica Johnson.
Lashina K. Stewart.
Douglas Castro.
Athena Alford.
Louise Madden.
Phoebe Lee.
Rocky Tomer.
Christine Gray.
Alexandria Knight.
Michiko Bird.
Marcus Eager.
Robert Pike.
Stephanie King.
Toriano Newkirk.
Bernard Scott.
Jamal Platts,
Andrew Riggin,
Colden Hilton,
Letitia Harris,
Nikki Ford,
David Humphreys,
Donnie Pierce,
Chandler Harris,
Richard Cox,
Bobby Choate,
Lawrence Monberg,
Kelly Dean,
Chase Parr,
Corey Henson,
Julinike Harris,
Paulin Thomas,
Gabriel Allison,
Nicholas Dragonetti,
Rachel Cherie Moore,
Alexander Frenette,
Heather Bradley,
Valerie Cabal,
Paula Neal,
Joanna Goff,
Roger N. Harris,
Al-Hassan Aliyu,
Dale Abraham,
Edward Berai,
Whitney Evans,
Ranisha Linder,
Jessica Marino Shelley,
Robert Thurmond,
Valencia Kane,
Richard W.M. Lamb,
Tanada King,
Kristen Dishaw,
Nicole Sellers,
Justin Kelly,
Olivia Witt,
Luz Adriana Vasquez Beaker,
Crystal Ballard,
Isabel Echeverria,
Calvin Kimball,
Emmanuel Jean-Baptiste,
Joseph Calandro,
Chad Strong,
Elena Lacey,
Claire Scott,
Marina Pushnagrave,
Kristen Concepcion,
Christopher Guy Latif,
Rachel Lynn Bates Lytle,
Caitlin Ross,
Tiffany Michelle LaShawn Sanders,
Christopher Barnard,
what is it? Kavush Mohajeri,
Melissa Buck,
Tina Ewan,
Stephen Book,
Robin Markham,
Bliss Colbert,
Laura Reeves,
Cale Joyner,
Joseph Stillwell,
Sierra Edison,
Jessica Blanchard,
Brahimi Jules Sumarho,
Stephanie L. Moore,
Latasha Hughes,
Brittany Martioni,
Annie Sapp,
Bunton Mao,
Ebony Ilinet,
Angela Smith,
Melissa Haynes,
Samantha Schnitzler,
Annette Men,
Kaylee Swinton White,
Nichelle Wells,
Debbie Steele,
Gamia Lismore,
Tanya Brown,
Taryn Roberts,
Gina Ryan,
Matt McVeigh,
Shauna Mitchell,
Macaire Boget,
Denisha Nicole Delaney Ford,
Christiane Salman,
Samuel Castellano,
Kelly Villavicencio,
Diane Wright,
Sarah Frank,
Madeline Williams,
Jacob Williams,
Cassandra Center,
Antonio Tan,
Christopher Stone,
Judith Orlandi,
Jared Martirone,
Nicole Steinke,
Velmir Vezovich,
Sabrina English,
Aaron Luz Javier,
Matthew Lopez,
Hanif Christie,
Stephanie Connor,
Chelsea Williams,
Tisha Mercer,
Joshua Rosa,
Candice Gonzalez,
Heather Alexandra Holland,
Adam Roche,
Elizabeth Hendricks,
Chelsea York.
Kayla Dell.
Christina Martinez.
Stephanie Ham.
Sarah Ann Duran.
Linda Susan Sims.
Kadiato Fofana.
Benjamin Draper.
Claire Hart.
Gloria Azua Munford. James Adams.
Sheba Whitman.
Edita Telka Chokaganza.
Lois Simpkins.
Jason Ayers.
Edian Valenzuela.
Karen Willingham.
Abigail Dial.
Brenda Bryant.
Jontia Patterson.
Christina Smith.
Kenneth James.
Lindsay Adams. Gerald Tiano. Rachel Tiano. Michael Williams.
Madfara Moreau.
Craig Evans.
Marley Moreau.
Logan Coleman.
Nicole Johnson.
Jewel Marie Vega Velez.
Kristen Rickard.
Maggie Slate.
Shakina Youngblood.
Shannon Lentz.
Marcia Foxton.
Samantha Simpson. Megan Austin. Andrew Vincent. Christine Jones. Barbara Jean Usry. Kendrish Lesade. Jesse Eanes. Matthew Bisno. Evelyn Coney. Christina Robinson. Amber Overstreet. Rachel Gregorio. Kaylee Nolan. Kylie Kirtley. Colette Harper. Susan Cloninger. Nancy McCrae. Taylor Stewart. Anne Marie Cooper. Peter Morris. Christopher Johnson. Elizabeth Belville.
They tend to hand them that way.
Nicole Bowie. Marcus Wells. Charlene Bennett. Mohammed Diallo. Julio Arocho. Gary Orlando. Matthew Taylor. Derek Welsh. Elise Xavier.
Oh, yeah.
Filbert Piccone. Matthew Fagan. Justin Pettit. Judith Moise. Kenneth Wood. Christine Cox. Empleo. Joseph Empleo. We might switch soon.
Let's switch now. One thing we do is if you get a line of sight on Karen, you can kind of see if she's doing something. Because, like we had ones where we both said at the same time. We're trying to avoid it, but we're trying to go in such a fast pattern.
We will now recognize the graduates receiving their Associate in Arts degrees.
Ready? You ready?
Jody Royals.
Mark Biglands. Deborah Conrad. Stefan Mitchell. Antonio Garrett. Liz Medina. Matthew Caldwell. Louise Harper. Brooke Rossman. Trisha Morgan. Letitia Ware. Felice Hutchinson. Karina Kane. Carrie Hartley. Vilma Sorto. Shirley Galler. Daniela Fate.
Ezra Fikru.
Chelsea Hollis.
Kevin McBride.
Courtney Touchton.
Marion Buggs.
Hunter Lithalungzi.
Danielle Swain.
Taylor Butler.
Jessica Serrano.
Rochelle Morris.
Jasmina Bessick.
Brandon Roden.
Brandy Spoor.
Takia Wilson.
Peter Bowl.
Angelica Maharis.
Andrielle Roberts.
Olandria McIntosh.
Dominic Fontenot.
Jonna Vu.
Tammy Baldessari.
Karima Guthman.
Kirk Hersey.
Evans Josh Benito.
Jessica Copeland.
Courtney Moody.
Valerie Horn.
Casey Gaddis.
Elizabeth Cummings.
Kathleen Morass.
Ina Golovin.
Emily Johnson.
Naeem Adib.
Faye Peterson.
Victoria Johnson.
Timothy Keatley.
Tanya Burns.
Alexander Burney.
Michaela Mickener.
Louis Ocasio.
Christia Lomas.
Marissa Alvarez.
Darius Lomas.
Jennifer Polk.
Brianna Hare.
Kyla Powell.
Christina Bacon.
Sequoia Willis.
Amelia Figueroa.
Claire Story.
Chelsea Holland.
Christine Arrington.
Savannah Lee.
Lizelle St. Louis.
Peyton Stacy.
Keeble White.
Bianca McHenry.
Matthew Miller.
Michelle Watkins.
Malaysia Robinson.
Rashana McPherson.
Bianca Egway.
Margaret Samarco.
Shankia Clark.
Lindsay Ellerby.
Yolisma Cupidan.
Pamela Hoska.
Sierra Greer.
Grace Haley.
Brittany Harley West.
Catherine Lewis.
Christopher Mooney.
Megan Roth.
Tivania Berry.
Maria Simmons.
Teresa Garcia.
Daytonia Rackley.
Brittany Cohen.
Elizabeth Rodriga.
Latashay Benikin.
Connie Riley.
Jeremiah Thompson.
Valerie L. Smith.
Kristen Holland.
Hannah Thompson.
Shayla Blackshear.
Shermaine Moore.
Asante Lopez.
Raekwon Dorns.
Christina Moore.
Tracy Sanders.
Bianca Henderson.
Ernestine Hilton.
Nija Carly.
Susanna Spence.
Christopher Aparicio.
Bertus Galbraith.
Naja Fed.
Rakita Danielle Graham.
Jenna Harden.
Devin Thomas.
Madison Wolf.
Amelia Vogel.
Samantha DeSoyo.
Nikki Jacobs.
Blake Merritt.
Ariana Morera.
Andrea Alyssa Thomas.
Tanisha Johnson.
Bonnie Elizabeth Lewis Thomas.
Linda Simmons.
Brianna Ray Arrington.
Quandra Hightower.
Yasmin Johnson.
Sarah Michelle Pack.
Melina Gill.
Latoya Robinson.
Tempest Terrence.
Jessica Davidson.
Taylor Tabling.
Isaac Wells.
Yu Shang Nei.
McKinney Williams.
Christina Brixton.
Deidre Hall.
Angela Williams.
Deja Myers.
Jonica Carr.
Linda Armstrong.
Lauren Rutherford.
Deja Mosley.
Hika Workana.
Samuel Johnson.
Jasmine Thomas.
Shauna Martin.
Caitlin Jenkins.
Cheryl May Beeks.
Jessica Bermudez.
Katina Sakidad.
Diamond Harvin. Cornelia.
Tulu Tashakor.
Cornelia Fed.
Sahar Mohammed Abraham.
Kiera Johnson.
Victoria Rosado.
Alana Rush.
Tatiana Rosado.
Ariana Jenkins.
Cassidy White.
Tiffany Nguyen.
Abigail Call.
Selena Johnson.
Cameron Johnson.
Ricardo Sierra Garcia.
Alicia Ransom.
Kayla Kelly.
Van Tong.
Joshua Griffin.
Parker Cummings.
Titus Robinson.
Catalia Eaton.
Kayla Auguster.
Susan Dean.
Ali Alsadi.
Gisela Colon.
Deanna Fung.
Crystal Colon.
Mariana Colon.
Berlin Laguerre.
Daniela George.
Jacqueline Ingram.
Destiny Richardson.
Samantha Corno.
Devon Johnson.
Anna Bruelty.
Andre Ayala.
Kyle Schernick.
Ashley Simonali.
Malad Falaz.
Renata Wheaton.
Annie Okendo.
Hannah Ernston.
Danielle Okendo.
Wendell Zalmain.
Alejandro Preciado.
Cheyenne Lazenby.
Amir Samaini.
Chantele Gamble.
Isis Kreck.
Danielle Diaz.
Haley Pittman.
Elijah Dore.
Melanie Palacios.
Destiny Miller.
Simran Pular.
Sadie Shipman.
Courtney Hosang.
Brittany Davis.
Brittany Jefferson.
Timothy Marine.
Charles Trim.
Whitney Barnett.
Angela Chevalier.
Brittany Garner.
Jessica Ross.
George Carranza Rojas.
Kendra Tinsley.
Vernesta Christopher.
Joanne Kennerson.
Courtney Wansley.
Brandon Bradley.
Dion Marshall.
Rashonda Thomas.
Richard Arellano.
Lauren Cook.
Josephine Tone.
Sylvia Rossi.
Elizabeth Foltz.
Vanessa
Jonathan
Ayala.
Bueller.
Curtis Pacheco.
Stephen Altman II.
Tristan Tail.
Javon Britt.
Matthew Mick.
Sharon Boyd.
Antoinette Arnold.
Jenny Hernandez.
Antoinette Taylor.
Megan Inman.
Joseph Lemon.
Michaela Barrett.
Morgan Bradley.
Shanique Moore.
Matthew Heavener.
Edna Bazik.
Bailey Moody.
Stacy Adams.
Bella Hughes.
Jasmine Yazijay.
Brianna West.
Celine Conan.
Jacqueline Schultz.
Azra Diedick.
Angelique Cole.
Zenja Blackshear Key.
Christy Koenig.
Rehab Angelo.
Brittany Duffy.
Ronnie Kitty.
Jennifer Rosa.
Ryan Yoakum.
Christina Hodges.
Thomas Eichemuller.
Deja Swilly.
Anthony Sanchez Monzon.
Amanda Graves.
Alexander Bryant.
Abeba Admasu.
Kelsey Burney.
Mary Mendoza.
Andrew Uvarata.
Christina Del Vale.
Ju-Ray Koo.
Kira Pendleton.
Chester Vergara.
Robert Carter.
Philip Lamp.
Kiana Carter.
Amir Newsom.
Kalia Brianna Benton.
Christian Bellinger.
Erica Gonzalez.
Barbara Rodriguez.
Stephanie Mitchell.
Natalie Huber.
Lucia Matos.
Caltrina Zanelli.
Dion Alcazarin.
Claudia Alexandra Voda.
Reina Ignacio.
Sierra Walsh.
Kevin Liu.
Jocelyn Stiles.
Deanna Din.
Christy Corpuz.
Lindsay Stoner.
Ebony Marceline.
Kayla Cohen.
Ashley Womack.
Ashley King.
Kaylee Whitehead.
Crystal Martinez.
Lacey Radloff.
Laura Prensa.
Shelby Garner.
Lawanza Thomas.
Camille Dawson.
Tanisha Battles.
McGriff Olivia.
James Christian.
Daryl Brown Jr.
Tangela Jackson.
Jared Blunt.
Arisa Yazoo.
Stefan Draper.
Dwight Lomax.
Samantha Jeriel.
Jeff Williams.
Stephanie Mendoza.
Carrie McCoy.
Victoria Connor.
Bailey Hall.
Cecilia Mitchell.
Christina Hunt.
Rachel Solomons.
DeAndre Clark.
Madeline McCallum.
Ashley Larea.
Faith Persachiki.
Elisa Terry.
Kaylee Aubin.
Erica Morales.
Mark Wagner.
Anthony Mullenix.
Kevin Bird.
Jada Solomon.
Aaron Brocksmith.
Shanitra Jackson.
Abby Kelly.
Cynthia Lalimond.
Deshauna Buchanan.
Yasmin Zara.
Clinton Sanders.
Alexis Frank.
Carolyn Painter.
Tessa Patterson.
Jeffrey Berlin.
Megan Maratz.
James Latta Rains.
Elizabeth Harlan.
Mariana Vargas.
Abigail Manuel.
Charlene Kelly.
Caitlin Hawkins.
Charlia Kantarevic.
Madison Nipper.
Michaela Rento Rosas.
Whitney Williams.
Christopher King McIndog.
Bailey Ryer.
Giovanni Sixto Vera.
Robert Clark.
Noah Gilbert.
Kiara Simmons.
And Curia Gadsden.
Raphael Aju.
Chessie McClinton.
Sharon Green.
Deanna Tulich.
Madison Taylor.
Zarid Pantoja.
Maya Jefferson.
Charmaine Frazier.
Michelle Gonzalez.
Bedri Karimi.
Sierra Lightsey.
Sharon Moss.
Chelsea Da Silva.
Daniel Knapp.
Ariane Robb.
Odessa Corpose.
Travis Nichols.
Caitlin Nicole Curtis.
John Paget.
Nicholas Davis.
Lasonia Gibson.
Asia Smith.
Christina Bryant.
Shelton Brooks.
Mabel Benson.
Bailey Busby.
Travis Guy.
Christian Holland.
Courtney Graham.
Jessica Vivatni.
Brendolyn Glayton.
Sweeling Nunez.
Deborah Wesley.
Antoine Jackson.
Alma Patricia Perez Leyva.
Quanisha Hill.
Kristen Lewis.
Anthony Tolbert.
Jonathan Natai.
Cole Timmer.
Davin Sampson Walker.
Christiane Vergara.
Nicole Binkley.
Jacqueline Rush.
Justine Binkley.
Amanda Jefferson.
Bethany Moats.
Peyton West.
Morgan Thornton.
Victoria Kofer.
Mariah Tanner.
Caitlin Lampley.
Dahima Gray.
Garrett Sapp.
Jacqueline Bailey.
Anthony Augustine.
Rebecca Hirsch.
Nahu Michael.
Peyton Prasa.
Shauna Valadares.
Brianna Ganzani.
Marsalis Mitchell.
Brittany Stewart.
Ilis Ellis Jr.
Morris Manhertz.
Troy Weber Jr.
Daquan Singleton.
Quante Smead.
Sarek Alexander.
Ranford Peterson.
Vanessa Pinkston.
Virginia Estrada.
Cheyenne Robinal.
Maria Duskman.
Brandy Tubbs.
Talaya Atkinson.
Roxana Hurricane.
Maggie Bedoya Orlano.
James Allen.
Lauren Nicole Dickerson.
Jessica Varney.
Joshua Holdman.
Brisay Shamohubi.
Amani Lowry.
There you go.
Ayana Higginbotham.
Erica Watkins.
Anitra Murphy.
Angelica Terrell.
Contave Cassius.
Brittany Colors.
Donna McCargo.
Christina Steele.
Tierra Honeywood.
Tyrell Moorer.
Sandra Lorenzana.
Donye Floyd.
Akia Mills.
Izadia McClary.
Ashley Williams.
Renio Davis.
Leah Barrow.
Stacia Gorel.
Lola McCrae.
Kayla Edwards.
Maceo Cohen.
Maceo Cohen.
Dominique Fairley.
Brandon McNeish.
Carolyn Cobbs.
Annabella Monsanto Nunez.
Denisha Jennings.
Victoria Withers.
Christy Chow.
Keandra Nixon.
Alexis Horn.
Whitney Richardson.
Jennifer Hughes.
Stephanie Osborne.
Samantha Gleason.
Janae Antonique Williams.
Aaliyah Robinson.
Brianna Mack.
Glenetria Harold.
Shakima Kotman.
Donika Hemmings.
Cole Friend.
Jenny Thomas.
Anne-Marie O'Brien.
Abigail Green.
Angela Thomas.
Marie Sofron.
April Martin.
Nicholas Hartwell.
Danielle Johnson.
Jennifer McClellan.
Jordan Bartleson.
Taylor Hunt.
Adriana Jones.
Haley Bradley.
Henry Ajay.
Karen Thomas.
Taylor Hayward.
Lamira Johnson.
Faith Hargret.
Sarita Scruggs.
Alicia Brannon.
Diego Catherine.
Delia Alvarenga.
Myrisha Ellis.
Duyen Dong.
Sakina Tisby.
Amanda Doris.
Isaiah Chandler.
Jessica Williams.
Wesley Deline.
Christian Smithson.
Joshua Owino.
Devin Mincy.
Brianna Griffin.
Jonathan Melanson.
Gabriel Howard.
Taisha King.
Kiva Hughes.
Laditha Leigh Mobley.
Khadija McCarter.
Natalie Parker.
Katina Reimer.
Taylor Adams.
Deanna Devon.
Melissa Squires.
Rihanna Aurelian.
Lucia Fuentes.
Martin De La Fuentes.
Shantae Thomas.
Haley Hartsfield.
Roland Thomas III.
Jasmine Lewis.
Preston White.
Candice Berry.
Jacinda Harkins.
Markel Rivers.
Akaya Sanders.
Kadira Collins.
Carrie Handfield.
Shalana Heggs.
Lori Gordon.
Alexis Outlaw.
Kramer Ward Collins.
Chastity Alexander.
Rebecca Arnold.
Christina Wilson.
Jessica Harpin.
Andrea Chavarro.
Katina Walker.
Abraham Ajak.
Shanice Watson.
Sonia Clark.
Samira Harrington.
Rosalind Berry.
Courtney Daniels.
Colleen Moore.
Jasmine Jade Hayes.
Sheena Sullen.
Celestine Gilmore.
Jennifer Leyva.
Stacy Johnson.
Brittany Moore.
Sabrina Say.
Davon Dixon.
Warren Lee.
Sherry Lynn Ream.
Vung Lian.
Alexander Pushnograve.
Dylan Seitz.
Entrevel Jones-Berry.
Penny Haymans.
Jamie Morris.
Joshua Brown.
TJ Williams.
Amber Brown.
Ashley Innocent.
Lakota Varn Robinson.
Naisha Scruggs.
Andrea Armstrong.
Marquita Williams.
Corliss Alston.
Amelia Pitts.
Darlene Benton.
Kara Arthur.
Tiana Taylor.
Kiara Brown.
Jayla Owens.
Atsede Marianne Robinson.
Marina Mattioli.
Gretchen Crosby,
Monique Jones-Backey,
Sondria Mena,
Rakia Jones-Backey,
Shaquanda Silas,
John Bailey,
Morgan Robinson,
Kara Poindexter,
Zane James,
Stephanie Buchanan,
Tamika Jones,
Vondalyn Wright,
Jessica Leonard,
Christopher Small,
Miracle Caldwell,
Devontae Harshaw,
Diego de la Cruz,
Christine Butler,
Manushka Xavier,
Shanna Murphy,
Nyesis Villafane,
Carla Mendoza,
Brianna Yancey,
Latasha Sawyer,
Carlene Velatin,
Jonathan Grimes,
David Delphin,
Ashley Tessier,
Angel Ramirez Perez,
Carla Farmer,
Courtney Heggs,
Jennifer Hawkinson,
Yolanda Joseph,
Candace Dickens,
Katie Lee Wright,
Tiara Houston,
Julie Joseph,
Nakia Hughes,
Deborame Sengfall,
Tina Bratt,
Nicole Hernandez,
Davis Paytow,
Kayleen's Detch,
Erica Font Reagans,
Shawana Davis,
Tamitha Campbell,
Chanteria Matthews,
Zachary Shoemate,
Brandon Delerme,
Alexandria Simpson,
Sandra Wiggins,
Tara Parrott,
Raquel Ford,
Karen Crable,
Kion White,
Erica Johnson,
Heather Harrison,
Madison Owens,
Chelsea Reeder,
Tremaine Watson,
Turner Mangum,
Ridge Williams,
Samantha Gibson,
Rushna Umragar,
Charissa Lorraine Dashavez,
Laura Lee,
Junel Mukias,
Halima Muhammad,
Carlos Ellison,
Tamara Shai,
Marjane McBride,
Darren Foster,
Nishaya Baker,
Alexis Rosario,
LaJerica Johnson,
Curtis Robinson,
Shanice Traylor,
Michelle Edmonds,
Helena Claudio,
Karen Abel,
Christopher Griffiths,
Etrice Inman,
Brooke Griffiths,
Miranda Skewer,
Rhonda Blake,
Sasha LaChauncey,
Alexandra Lane,
Brittany Hopkins,
Destiny Powers,
Stephanie Jackson,
Destiny Pratt,
Audra Davis,
Tatiana Aveles Wilcher,
Giselle Abense,
Bobby Gaines,
Fouad Zabaneh,
Ronaldo Horn,
Terrell Jones,
Qualexis Cross,
Clotiltra Ross,
Maria Olam,
Crystal Kierce,
Alex Giffrard,
Joshua Rogers,
Sierra Patterson,
Kaishawn Taylor,
Sarah Bell,
Gloria Lynn Brown,
Heather Fox,
Kenneth Joyner,
Lacey Gibson,
Tangi Williams,
and Tanisha Howard,
Nok Wynn,
Kiana Thomas Griffin,
Jennifer Baker,
Amaryllis Ricardo,
Kara Pluta,
Levitro Skinner,
Cassidy Williams,
Cheryl Carswell,
Kamaya Lundy,
Daquana Lester,
Leandre Dickerson,
Deidra Q,
Jamara Robinson.
Jocelyn Munoz.
Heaven Wilson.
Sarah Hayes.
Satiria Ingram.
Janesa Richardson.
Tatiana Garvin.
Markwell Robinson.
Garland Matthews.
Jerry Morgan.
Jessica Howell.
Veronica Lemus.
Tiara Griffin.
Aubrey Hayes.
Ashante Green.
Nicholas Aziz.
Stacy Neely.
Maria Jimenez.
Angelia Davis.
Hannah Anderson.
Zhao Myo Ong.
Anthony Cogdell.
Victoria Kuvshanova.
Devon Bigham.
Nakisha Nicole Thomas.
Lainey Rogers.
Jamari Anderson.
Carmelo Melendez.
Brene Cummings.
Josette Cobb.
Arissa Capers.
Frederick Gill.
David Colon Suarez.
Stephanie Dean.
Elisha Spivey.
Tiana Jones.
Brandon Reed.
Marangeli Marquinos Morales.
Dion Tiana Cannon.
Adrian Miller.
Elizabeth Vidal.
Tabitha Ricchetti.
Aishamel Liriano.
Hanadi Tomei.
Adrima Wilson.
Georgette Tomei.
Rosa Fontanez.
Kelly Hendricks.
Gum Na.
Anastasia Drennan.
Hanya El-Fayumi. Jade Royal.
Kevin Hughes.
Shavana Sargent. Bria Ross. Charday Levant. Janice Foster.
We will now recognize the Associate in Science and Associate in Applied Science degrees. And once again, I ask you to respect our graduates by remaining as quiet as possible as we read their names. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all covered a lot.
Brandon Gonzalez.
Shanine Ritter.
Phyllis Vandermolen.
Josephine Golden.
Zarita C. McFarland.
Kenneth Whaley.
Allison Fatale.
Danielle Milner.
Shirley Carter.
Yurdis Lobato Capote.
Virginia Keppen.
Nicole Berrios.
Jihad Abdouche.
Lisa Kreimer.
Angela Norton.
Catherine Bond.
Katrissa Toby.
Donovan Sanchez.
Kayla Victoria Rivera.
Jennifer Gallant.
Peter Tao.
Gary Long.
Adrian Morris.
Mila Shine.
Kristen Gonzalez.
Monisha Blackman.
Carlos Mateo Morales.
Daniel Huffman.
Maggie Isom.
Erica Davis.
Larry Dawson.
Stacy Bell.
Sarah Denise Hendrick.
Alejandra Amegan.
Tanya White.
Heather Davis.
Karen Lavelle.
Emerald Patterson.
Jeswell Rivera.
Kristen Holmes.
James Pascal.
Taylor Stewart.
Deshayla Harrison.
Jonathan Inosa.
Alini Balbino,
Jacob Pickering,
Katrina Key,
Gail Nicholas,
Shunetta Borden,
Tunisia Jackson,
Asma El Kamali,
Adriana Morales,
Joseph Asato,
Sarah Hill, Todd Lemon,
Amanda Ridenour,
Ashley Peoples,
Timothy Curran,
Raquel Rhodes,
Tyree Gant,
Sandy Humphrey,
Kanza Henderson,
Jarvis Guthrie,
Ashley Lanier,
Alberto Vera,
Nima Fallon,
Kyle Koslow,
Coretta Wagner,
Julian Russick Moisen,
Josh Calverley,
Ashton Jones,
Chase Taylor,
Shelby Webster,
Megan Randolph,
Megan Roberts,
Ryan Pendleton,
Krista Simmons,
Leonardo Ordonez Pareno,
Kaylee Higginbotham,
Tanisha Young,
Carla Guess,
Latanya Patrice Avant,
Kia Mitchell,
Cynthia Mobley,
Callie Rollerson,
Mark Stockhausen,
Caitlin Smith,
Amy Lewis,
Michael Durden,
Carol Schnippert,
Michael Goddard,
China DeWitt,
Darlene Hill,
Eric Jace Santos de Jesus,
Rachel Austin,
Mercedes Miles,
Taffy Hubbard,
Danielle Osteen,
Jess Clark,
Ramis Zaytun,
Denise Ginlusna,
Robert Kinney,
Esther Fontes,
Larry Hogan,
Henrietta Thomas,
Regina Mohabir,
Caitlin Evans,
Mark Sturgill,
Amanda Nicole Hintz,
Darren Evans,
Mina Boundy,
Shannon Robertson,
Brenda Swin,
Shannon Blashoy,
Kevin Hamilton,
Ron Tesh,
Camille Christie,
Shara Tolbert,
Lawrence Johnson,
Tiffany Maximin,
Letitia Ramirez Slade,
Tiffany Gentry,
Nicole Walker,
Yesenia Rodriguez Hernandez,
Callie Blaze,
Yudmila Rodriguez Morales,
Lynette Martinez,
Melissa Smith Scott,
Hector Norono,
Loria Walden,
Elkira Wilcox Graydon,
Amy Guthrie,
Willie Watts,
Patricia Gillespie,
Raymond James,
Kevin Fussell,
Maria Manning,
Michelle Gibbons,
Patricia Nusanot,
Michelle Baker,
Charles Craven,
Michael Pack,
Brendan Diffenbach,
Kawani Moore,
Ramesh Thapa,
Chantre Cottingham,
Apendo Matango,
Victoria DeGraft,
Sinkaya Barrett,
Lisa Giuliano,
Angelica Mogras Verdijo,
Virginia Beck,
Cindy Sines,
Patricia Kreider,
Karen Murphy,
Terry Sexton,
Christina Black,
Nathaniel DeGrucci,
Courtney Roll,
Clark L. Williams II,
Fikre Mulugeta,
Taja Robinson,
Maria Downer,
Paula Sinclair,
Aaron Walton,
Kimberly Hamilton,
Kimberly Mitchell,
April Price,
Deborah Riley.
Christian Ojigwe.
Jennifer Parker.
Emily Dowdy.
Arnett Stafford.
Leslie Cason.
Sierra Brown.
Dylan Galinas.
Marquita Williams.
Stephanie Cagle.
Samantha Moyer.
Melissa Smith.
Brandy Coleman.
Lauren Jacobelli.
Melissa Morgan.
Lauren Roberts.
Heather Young.
Amber Borsma.
Larry Brown Jr.
Rachel Brooks.
Abel Leal.
Alexa Richard.
Gertrude Murill.
Mackenzie Fields.
Kessia Wern.
Quanice Smith.
Kinsey Godfrey.
Jordan Ritzert.
Carlos Rodriguez.
Hannah C.
Elizabeth Dana Colson.
Daniel Badger.
Mikel Jonel Reyes.
Craig Young.
Michael Berkshire.
Alyssa Hodge.
Tanisha Lowe.
Jen May.
Freshana Harris Watson.
Frederick Wilson.
Vanessa Gonzalez.
Eric Bautista.
Diedrich McClendon.
Sarah Katz.
Brittany Coleman.
Rupert A. Felix.
Adrian Smith. Talisha Hunter. Donna Murphy. Leanna Carver. Shayla Lopez. Tatiana Carmichael. Veronica Edwards. Sarah Bailey. Megan Collins. Shannon Sinclitico. Carla Hutchcraft. Naveen Naughty. Melissa Roberts. Annette Pope. Henry Vanderhoff. Linquitas Clark. Rosella Miller. Benjamin Egbule. Juan Vieira Aponte. Brian Peralta. Paul Bunk. Claudine Monsanto. Amanda Shepard.
Honored guests, in a moment, there will be a recessional of the platform party. We ask that you please stay in your seats until the platform guests have exited the arena. Graduates will then be dismissed by row.
All right. We're almost there. We have now reached the point in the ceremony that you've been waiting for, I think, graduates. Your tassels should be on your right side. Take it to your left side. It's now my honor to announce you officially graduates.
Amen.